All right, allegedly. My people, I want you all to watch this video. Today is the D-Day for their vote for Senate. Edo South, it's time for you to stand up. Stand up for the truth. We don't mumu follow all these useless politicians. Say no to Godfather. Say no to Wiki. Say no to Adams Oshomole. Guys, watch this video. We will be say we dey praise Adams Oshomole. Say na him be the best governor. The either truth, the bitter truth, and the truth where you don't know, don't come out. Watch this video and say no to all those wicked politicians. Edo South belong to us, not Wiki. River State not go to tell us what to do. Vote,
From
guys.
Edo
Open
South.
your eye.
I needed you to pay attention to this broadcast. If you are from Edo South, I need you to pay attention to this broadcast. Normally, me, I'm not supposed to do this program this time because tomorrow na working day. I got to relax, but I won't just take few hours on this program. I want to take few hours on this program to talk about tomorrow na the election, the senatorial primaries election for APC. Those who are doing everything for their personal interest, here are the message for you people. Edo South, Benin people, Abun in Ize-Edo, you guys should pay attention. Abun in Ize-Edo, Edo South, you guys should pay attention. You know, say I always tell people, say, learn from people's mistake. Don't always learn from your mistake. I tell you about this government before, Ukbewulu government. I have told you guys before. Emi Yanitamuwa concerning this government of Ukbewulu, they all happen between a twinkle of eye, between less than 2 years. Emi Yasunne. But some of you are still carried away by party or one or two interests. Their plan, these people, their plan towards the people of Edo South politically. The plan here meant that war politically, if they succeed it, they will reduce you people to zero. The plan here now meant that war politically, if they succeed, they are going to reduce you people to zero. So this is the reason why we are calling on all the people of Edo South to stood by Ize-Iyamu. We hear now say, oh, people say, you don't want to see Ize-Iyamu poster for any of the ward tomorrow. We are aware of that. And we know what we also know what Opebo plan. I want to ring the election. We are already aware. But what we are saying now is that if Opebo, dear Chief Asoro, Chief Asoro, you know, their plan towards the people of Edo South politically, if they succeed it, it's not something that is going to be good for the people of Edo South. And the reason why we tell you now, those way they follow me, because when I did live on Facebook and TikTok now, normally I know they want like to do live on Facebook and TikTok, just for the people for the Facebook audience to also get the message. Oshomole give Oshomole now the master. Oshomole is the master planner. Oshomole is the mastermind everything. So now they plan everything because you know why? They have been looking for how they can marginalize and reduce the people of Edo South to zero. Imagine Edo South has almost about 65% electoral value for the state. You only have only seven local governments. But the people we get 45%, how many local government they get? Edo South have 65%, almost 65%. You have only 7 local governments. 67%. Okay. 67%, you only have only seven local government, but the people will get almost about 45. How many local government they get? There are so many ways where they take reduce now, and they Oshomole don't give Opebolo the code now, and Opebolo is acting according to the plan. Opebolo is acting according to the plan. Now the reason why they say now weakness they go there. Imagine Opebolo don't tell all of them and say they should not allow any Ize-Iyamu posters in any ward, in any of these wards tomorrow, in all the 7 local governments, 7 wards. in Edo South tomorrow. These people, the plan where they plan towards the Edo South politically, you guys don't understand. Some people where they this government, they are being carried away because of their interest. Maybe you be SSA or maybe you benefit one way or other. See, not be saying me I don't like money. Oh. Don't think I don't like money. They have also offered me money in this election. Me I not take. But our senatorial district is more important than my interest. This is what I'm trying to let our people know. They don't do us rich. Because now awareness don't there. Now many of us don't know those things before. Now we don't know. If they tell you people, if they tell you now how many for place like Igweben, if they tell you the population of Igweben and say, oh, if they tell you now the population of Igweben people don't reach 70,000 people. The population of Igweben don't reach 70,000 people. You know, even reach one word for Oredo. But they get commissioner come from there. Edo South. Make una wake up. You see, they are trying to let you, they try won't let you know, say, no, it's Ize-Iyamu not our brother. Yes, Ize-Iyamu is our brother, but the purpose of serving Ize-Iyamu is not going to serve the interest of Edo South. See, our senatorial district in Edo South shouldn't be the one we use for bargain. Nobody they challenge them, their home for Edo South, Edo Central, and Edo North. Why Edo South? Why Edo South? Don't allow these people to succeed their plan by installing Ize-Iyamu. Don't allow these people to succeed their plans by installing Ize-Iyamu. This Ize-Iyamu is not going to serve the interest of Edo South. This program, I'm not supposed to do this program today, but because of this, our senatorial district is very important for us because these people have been marginalizing us. How do we feel? How do we feel as the people from Edo South? We have almost about 67% electoral value, but compared to what they have in Edo North and in Edo Central, do we have it? We are not supposed to have 7 local governments in Edo South. How can you be on? See, there's no place in this world. There's no place in this world whereby any senatorial district or any city that has a majority will be undermined the way Edo South has been undermined. There's no place in this world you have such a thing. There is no place in this entire world whereby the majority will be reduced or will be restricted or will be restricted from having. You know get where they happen. Only Edo State for they happen. I agree to you, my brother. Wake scream, please. Wake scream. Where you scream from? Wake scream,
Okay, at the UK.
Okay.
So I even do live to this, even Twitter space. They talk about this same matter when they affect us. The question are those South political scene, political actors. May I not come to insult them because some people, some of them really don't do well. A lot of them never do well. Okay, we make it simple. Ize-Iyamu na our son. Ize-Iyamu na our son. We get Rohide for the same party. We still get a lot of other people when see matter, when we say they don't they cannot call a meeting of those South political or political elite to say, okay, this matter, how do we resolve it in-house? They go come wait for Oshomole when we say not even get 20-25% of votes to come tell them. Now that one the first me pass. Or they go come wait for somebody from Abuja. Or they will come wait for people to come tell them say, now this person I want. That I don't understand. The way those South people take they do politics, they tire me, they pay me self. Say they not go even feel.
Let them talk. Big. Let them get one. We get one.
They don't go feel stand up. They don't go feel talk for themselves. They don't feel reason by themselves. They don't go feel call themselves to a meeting to say, okay, make we resolve this thing amicably, make we show united front. Okay, this one say now Ize-Iyamu want. And those are not fit talk for their man, say so who we want make it go. They not go even fit talk, make them even express themselves. They go just close mouth, just they follow every day. See Odobu. So Odobu do for 8 years. When he come reach, he say he want that ticket. And that time he come begin cry. Say he want the governor. You know, when you did there that 8 years, waiting you talk, waiting you do, waiting how you people they see you. You not be you are not a threat to anybody. Now make them Ize-Iyamu they talk now, Ize-Iyamu they talk now for the past since 2024 when they do election. They never talk, say something they happen, they'll come pull mouth to say this thing, okay, you good or bad, make them talk. They're not the CEO Shomole say now every week in they do press conference, in they appear for podcast, they appear for TV, for radio, for everywhere. They talk, government do this, government. Anyone will agree to them, you go side and say this policy good, you go media, go talk. They are not threat to anybody. They not even know how to play politics, to become a threat, to become a powerhouse. That if you don't come meet them, you will be in soup. Now they cause all this one.
Okay.
Let's assume say they not give Ize-Iyamu this ticket. Now you just say you just go back to your house, film, it go locked up. You know, pin for the next 4 years till election come again. You will come out again. Now so then they do election where they will come to fear you say this person if we not reason with time, if we not think we go here. Make we look the same our deputy governor when be say not be say na door person. He go school, he smart. Look at as they waka follow them for back. When deputy. When be say na they first collect, na they first give ticket, give. Not be after deliberation before they cause okay, just do verse, follow, evolve. It not fit talk. Look, in mama that day, they do burial. May God bless the woman soul. Now so the deputy wear proper shirts every day when they show up for TV. The shirt they catch me. Say our deputy, they wear shirt when they not iron. Your mommy die. Mama when she produce House of Red member. When you win election 2 times, you come see the deputy. When you supposed to they are happy, they come praise your mommy. Say he born Peking when the world see, when the world know. If mama born me, I reach that level when he did so. Every day we they kick out the shop. Deputy not fit iron shirts, not fit wear better shirts. Dignity they come. The thing they pay.
Okay, round up, my brother, round up your talk so that we will
wake up.
We will make them.
They talk when they supposed to talk. They know they show up when they show up. Now they cause all this push around, push them go right, push them go front. When they don't see. Now the matter is a real issue.
Okay, my brother.
You say everybody need to wake up if you are from Edo South.
Exactly. Thank you, my brother. The fact, what you talk so now very, very important something. You see, if you maybe I don't know whether you follow this page. You follow me. You just follow today. Okay, if you follow me, maybe you go. Good evening, my brother. Well done. If you follow me, maybe you go not see the video when I post for a couple of weeks now since all these things start. And moreover, before all these things start, this one are some of the things where some of us already know. Say, Edo South is being marginalized. They marginalize us. And even when people can't take over, the thing can't they open. If they happen, since so, but now people I can't bring the, I can't the obvious. It can't true the obvious. Now, what about the Edo South people when they talk to the leaders? Mute yourself, bro. Mute yourself, please. Mute yourself.
Okay.
The leaders where they talk about now, they already sell out. The Modubu and Imaswe, Lawrence Oka, and all these leaders, they sell out Ize-Iyamu. This is the problem of the Benin's. Wait till they want to try to do the Benin's politically. I have been saying this thing before even this time. Say the plan where these people get to now politically, and Esaman call me. One man from Edo Central, that Esaman. He even contest for, I don't want to mention his name. He even contest for rep. If he get where I go describe him, some people would know him. He tell me say the person where Obebolo take they use to the siphon money The person where they decide, where they tell people which people want to do na Sylvester. That man tell me this thing early last year before the man back can't even know. Now that man tell me this thing last year. He said, before they get that Sylvester picture, I don't already get Sylvester picture last year. He say in good tell me the reason why they tell me he was born.
What position? Sorry, which position that Sylvester there?
You feel mute?
Yes.
I will talk to you, please. Just mute first. So now this man tell me this thing last year. Now he tell me this thing. He said the reason why they tell me because you know say some people they born for Benin, they grow up there, so they just be like so this man said now because they born up for Benin, you grow for Benin. But meanwhile now pure Esa man. He say the plan we no be able to get politically towards the people of Edo South, if they succeed, they are going to undermine Edo South people to zero. This plan, now Oshomole start this plan. Oshomole started this plan. Oshomole won't be seen at the end of the day. Edo North go get, then go be the powerhouse. Then go decide, they dictate on what on what will happen for the state. So now Oshomole now they use. You want to use Bebolo to achieve that plan. That's why you see say this presidential election when they come so the INEC report, the INEC registration report where they get, I don't know already get one point something million. Then they can't give those central 800 and something. They can't give una 400 and something to reduce una to tell people say to reduce una to tell Tinubu say those are they know they vote. They don't get it means automatically now I don't not come with my majority. If a donut can have 1 point something million registered voters, you understand? Then you will be say you get majority, you don't they register you 400. What does that tell you? Politically, that is politically you don't have the strength when it comes to political issues in Edo South. So Oshomole now from Edo North. So that's why if anything they come, it go tell Tinubu say. Them Ize-Iyamu, they don't get level. They don't win election. Now from Edo North, it just be like what they do Dennis Idausa. They make Dennis Idausa even not win your ward. The ring where they ring for that governorship election, it come from Edo North. The mass ring where they do now from Edo North to tell you say to undermine Idausa say you don't even win your unit. These are some of the things. So they always make the power. The electoral power, the voters will come from Edo North because they do the master ringy. You know, say Edo people are wise people. Benin people are very smart. You don't go compare Benin people from like you don't compare Edo South to Auchi. Auchi people, all those Edo North, they are most like that. People were never too wise like that. They never open eye like that. So it's easy for Oshomole to manipulate them. You know, be like Edo people. Civilization started in Benin. You know, be like Benin people. You know, an average Benin person, Edo person, he's already smart. So that's why be like village. So it's easy for these people to manipulate everything. Now they get the gist. So this is what Oshomole is trying to do the Benins. But because some of the Benin people, they are being carried away by politics, interest, or whatever. Especially the people who did for Oredo, the Agberos, our brothers from Oredo, they are using these people against us massively because these people depend on government money. They don't want to work. So when they give them money, they give them cut or they give them revenue, they don't care. They are ready to play along. Check this one where they happen now. None of them from Oredo, this Agberos, none of them are supporting Ize-Iyamu. They all take side against Ize-Iyamu because people don't share money for them. This is the problem of the Benins. These are the problem of the Benins. They love selling out their homes. Not be saying me I don't like money. They can also give me money and play along. But we are fighting for the interest of our senatorial district. It is not a good thing for we, the majority, we becomes the minority. We are supposed to be deciding who to. Now we even supposed to decide who want to be senator for Edo North and Edo Central because we're supposed to be the powerhouse. But where are the leaders who are supposed to speak for us? They make sure they send the weaklings from Edo South, then they send to offices, then they send to all those places so that they can control them. I give you an example how would they control a person politically. When I did this boy a platform today, not mind them. He come live today. So normally I don't go. But I just decided to go today to let them know say come. This election, we are all ready for what Okpebholo is going to do. All we want is free and fair. If Okpebholo ring this election, the way they ring the one way they do yesterday, and the way they ring a governorship election primaries, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Now, what did they do? They will project you. When you project somebody, I've given people example about project. When you project somebody, if I want to project somebody politically, say, make this person go wrong, it means it is somebody that I can control. If you cannot control, if you cannot control somebody politically, you can't project him. You can only support that person. Ize-Iyamu and Oshomole, Wike, they are of the same level politically. They are of the same level. So you don't expect Oshomole to send Ize-Iyamu on an errand. Are you getting me? So now, when Oshomole projects Dennis Idahosa during the governorship election, why did he project Idahosa? Because he can control Idahosa. He go still be like saying na him be governor. That's why he projected Idahosa against Ize-Iyamu. Why he not support Ize-Iyamu? Because he can't control Ize-Iyamu politically. What is happening now in Edo State? Is Okpebholo the one ruling the state? This is the question. Is Okpebholo the one ruling the state? The answer is no. These people are the one controlling Okpebholo. It's a tax. They have already given Okpebholo a tax. You must project Ize-Iyamu for Senate. Because Ize-Iyamu now a Wike candidate. Okpebholo use Wike. Okpebholo use Ize-Iyamu to bargain for Edo South Senatorial District with Wike, because according to what we heard, allegedly that he borrowed the money he borrowed from Wike during the election. The money he borrows from Wike. Now Ize-Iyamu for our own senatorial district from Edo South settle land. What does that tell you at the end of the day? When they project Ize-Iyamu, it means they are going to control Ize-Iyamu. Like example I give you guys yesterday during my video that I make. I say, come look. The question is like this. The answer is this. Look, I told you example. Even when I did not mind the program today, I won't try analyze them to some point, but because of I wasn't have that chance, that made me not break them down to people to understand. Ize-Iyamu was a senator when Adams Ali Oshomole was also a senator. Thank you so much. You get it? Ize-Iyamu was a senator when he's a one-time senator, and Oshomole was also a one-time senator. The same time, they be senator. The same time, and Ize-Iyamu is from the majority from Edo South. Oshomole is from the minority. Why did you feel you as a senator representing Edo South from a majority? Then federal appointment come. If they have to disburse anything in that state, you as a senator from the minority, from the majority, you have the upper hand. You're supposed to have the advantage. Now you go decide on how to share them. Now we have 3 senatorial districts. That 4 positions supposed to go Edo South. 2 supposed to go Edo South. Then 1 to Edo North. Then 1 to Edo North. 1 to Edo North. 1 to Edo Central. What did Oshomole do with it? He took the 4 positions to Edo North without Ize-Iyamu challenging him or opposing him. What does that tell you politically? Because they control him politically. I cannot be a senator representing my senatorial district, and the appointment from federal come like this that's going to Edo State, and we have 3 senatorial districts. And from the majority, I will fight it to the last. I will fight it to the last. How can you are from the minority? 2 positions, 2 slots has to go to Edo State, to Edo South. Then why 1 to Edo Central, 1 to Edo North? Because we was the majority. What did Ize-Iyamu do? He cannot stand against Oshomole. He cannot stand and look Oshomole and say, no, this thing we have to share it. This is what I'm trying to talk about. And this is the reason why they want to send Ize-Iyamu there again. You see, that's senatorial position. If they succeed giving Ize-Iyamu, if, like, for example, say that slot come again, or any minister position come for Edo State, they can easily give that position. They will collect it. Wike can easily take it and sell it and sold it out. Wike can easily collect it and sell it, because now he has to pay him for what he did. Now, does Ize-Iyamu has money to buy phone? Are they phone in Ize-Iyamu? They bought phone for him. He doesn't have money to buy phone. Wike bought phone for him. So where did you expect them to get his money back? They have to get it back from the things that all the security votes where they come from federal, from city. Wike has to decide on how to do it. Now, politically, how can Wike from River State deciding or dictating for the people of Edo South? How can we allow such thing to happen in our central district? These are some of the reasons why. These are some of the things I've tried to let our brothers know. We need to wake up and open our eyes. Our central district is at stake. They are trying to undermine us to zero because they have been doing these things. Now, we have an eye opening now. We don't have to allow them to install Ize-Iyamu. Ize-Iyamu is our brother, no doubt. But the purpose of projecting Ize-Iyamu is not going to serve the interest of Edo South. This is what every person from Edo South must understand. We are not telling you that Ize-Iyamu is a saint. No, I have criticized Ize-Iyamu for the past. Go on, the records are still there. I don't criticize Ize-Iyamu for the past. But we need to understand one thing. Ize-Iyamu has not been in any political office for over 20 to 21 years. Head office, don't let anybody deceive you. He's just a party leader, one of the party leaders. He has not been in any political office for over 21 years. And most of these people, Ize-Iyamu has always been the one pushing them forward. Somebody coming from the US, not quite long, before I started this live video yesterday, he coming from US, he tell me, say, if I know that where some of the things not know where Ize-Iyamu was the cause. I say, how? He said, because Ize-Iyamu na person where you project, now even make Oshomole be governor of Edo State against, then assist Oshomole being a governor of Edo State. He says Ize-Iyamu is one of the people who made all these people at the end of the day. This is the reason why Benin must put the interest of Benin first. One of the things we made me vex for Ize-Iyamu, I say for whatever reason, Ize-Iyamu would have stepped down for Obebolo. That thing, because I was supporting Ize-Iyamu during the primaries, I say, ask people who did the same come together, I say, me, I can never support Obebolo. Ize-Iyamu wouldn't have stepped down for Obebolo for whatever reason. I understand that Oshomole projected Denko now for interest, but he would have allowed Dennis to go as a Benin man, not Obebolo. But this man regretted it. He said, never knew it. Because the reason why, I always say that as a Benin person, that's the reason why I say Benin people are the most fair and honest people. Take it or leave it. They may have their bad side, but they are the most honest and fair people. When it comes to humanity, Benin people is first. They prefer to help an outsiders than their own brother. This is what some of our Benin people do. And this, we need to change the narratives. You must save your brother first. As a Benin person, even in Zedo, you must learn to love your own. I know they are happy for Ize-Iyamu for stepping down for people. He would have thrown away the differences he have with Oshomole and allow Dennis to take it. We would have had Dennis as a governor today, because that election, they ring down for Bevelo. Probably they will also ring it for Dennis Idahosa. So all waiting will they go on, all waiting will they face for Edo South today, wouldn't have been facing it, because we'll face challenge Denko. Would have been able to challenge Denko. Maybe with pressure what Denko will come get, he might decide to disobey Oshomole. It happened during the Obaseki. Why did Oshomole project Obaseki? He thought he can use Obaseki. But Obaseki was so educated and smart. He has smart him. Now me can come to tell us say Obaseki not good, and Edo people refuse. And I also tell Edo people say, come, irrespective of what Obaseki did, or Magbawanwa, the governor he do, it might not be perfect. Okay, fine. We must forgive him, because these people want to use us to destroy our own. I tell you now, Edo people, the videos is there. Make una wake up. I have been telling you people. I think some of the APC leaders, they called me recently, even Danonwe. He said, Otu, everything when you talk concerning with all of them come true. No one throw away. Everything when I predicted about this government, they all come true. I tell Edo people, I say, come, pay attention to what I'm saying. If to say na Edo North or Edo Central, now Obaseki build more Waput. If to say na Edo North or Edo Central, now Obaseki build Radisi Blue Put. Oshomo power plant, Azura, all these infrastructures Obaseki put in Edo South. I do be saying I don't North or Edo Central, they wouldn't have let it stop. They wouldn't have stopped it. Edo people, Central people or Edo North people, they wouldn't have joined you people to destroy them. Oshomole said it during the election. If Okpebolo warned, shop right is shop debt. They use you people to destroy what your brother built in your home place. Mowa would have been functioning in Edo South now, and that would have made Edo South be booming. But they knew what is coming, they stopped it. Go and check School of Agriculture, School of Ecology, don't see. Oshomole stop it. Go and check the Stella Obasanjo Hospital, where Obaseki they build extend. Oshomole stop it. Obebolo stop it. He took all the facility to your place, and he's building the same thing in Udoma, I don't know his village. He's building the same thing over there. And some Benin people are looking like a dumb. I pity what is coming for you. I tell you, when I say if Obebolo succeed their plan, they succeed their plan politically, Edo South, they will reduce people to zero. Udomi. They will reduce people to zero. Now they allow you, during that issue that time, they were using Edo people. They give us name. They threaten me. Even this no mind. The video, I think it made 2 videos where they threaten me. I have the videos. Why? Because I was telling the Benin's, don't fight your own so hard. Make una fight and small, make una live. Don't bite him so hard. This man no keep it. Now government do. And not be only him. You see, I challenge anybody today. Say, go and give 8 years of Oshomole and 8 years of Obaseki. Make we compare if Oshomole do quarter of what Obaseki do. Ask people today, say, what did Oshomole do when he was a governor? They will say red roof. A red roof that individual like you and I can easily do it in our own senatorial district. Red roof. And some of this red roof was not done by the state governor for Oshomole. Some of them were done by the NGO. Some of them were done by World Bank. Some of them were done by charities and individuals, companies. See, let me tell you guys, I do people, if not for the matter we come there between NBN and Opebolo government, would you have known that NBN organization renovated school in Edo South? If not be Yawa we come there. You for know, these are some of the things where they go on for government, where you know they know. And Opebolo, the schools where NBN renovate, Opebolo government took glory for that thing. They took the glory on behalf of few. They televised and say, government don't renovate this school. Opebolo government don't renovate this school. Unknowingly to you that it wasn't the one that do it. That the organization was the one who did it. These are some of the things that happen in Oshomole government that you don't know. Some of this red roof will be done by the World Bank, by NGO, and by individuals, by organization. Can you tell me what structures Oshomole built in Edo, not even in Edo South, in Edo State for 8 years that is functioning today? Tell me. Thank you. Can you tell me? The answer is no. But go and check what Obaseki built. But Edo people still tell you say no good. He did some wrong from some area where he go, where he not supposed to go. Yes, we understand. He not supposed to go that area. But politically, this man did his best. But what did the Edo people do? These people, Oshomole, they don't say, they don't want to make it beat their record. Oshomole don't want maybe say Obaseki beat their record. They want use Zuna. They use Zuna to destroy everything Obaseki built. Edo people make them wake up. Bini, even in Edo, if they don't wake up this time, make them go mark in the next 10 to 20 years. Your race, they will reduce your race to 0. Go and mark my word. Sidewalk, if you are there, please.
My brother, I greet you.
As Ali said, he said about.
Too much. As you actually said, I am not a fan of PIO. You understand? I am not a fan of Ize-Iyamu. But what I am not a fan of also, it is this superimposition that they are doing, number one. You understand?
Yeah,
I am not a fan. I am not a fan of before government or before governance 2 years ago, you people mortgage the life and a whole Edo South. You guys are making Edo South that is supposed to be a majority. You are making Edo South a minority. This is what I really, really, really don't like. And the problem is we are complaining a non-Benin is doing all these things. They are doing it in collaboration with a lot of Benin people,
yes,
a lot of Benin leaders. A lot of Benin leaders. I was watching him, Master was talking, the other one was talking, the other one was talking. What are you guys talking for? Because you want to compensate somebody somewhere, you are mortgaging a whole senatorial district tickets.
You can imagine.
A whole senatorial district ticket, and the people are just watching. A lot of us does not like PIO. We don't like him like that, you understand?
Yeah.
But you don't come and use us as trade by barter.
Exactly.
We are not commodities that are used to compensate somebody. We are not the commodities that are used to compensate somebody. Edo South is the majority in Edo State. Now they have not turned us into minority.
That's what you see now.
All the only foreign, and I call they decide for us. Foreigner, they decide for us. Waiting, foreigner decide for us, and the rest of us, they clap, follow them to say, now governor talker, now wiki talker, now leaders talker. You know, mind that they say it's you to clock. You to clock.
I did not mind that. I did in program today. But with the little time when I get, I try to enlighten our people to let them know, say, look, the people that don't mind them, it is clear. Sometimes, you know why don't they blame, they don't mind them. I know they took blame them because they live from that government. Now that government they live. But if they also want to understand, they should understand that your interest, and those should be bigger than your interest. Irrespective of what you are gaining from that government, consider the interest of the Edo South.
They are saying you to clock. Oshomole and Okwevolo, who is senior? Oshomole and the Otia in what's it called? The IPI, the native doctor senator that they give ticket. Who is senior? Who? Now, do you know that I just watched ITV today? Or I just watch ITV today. They published one of their news that the whole traditional rulers in Edo North, they went to Edo Central to hold a meeting. They are even fighting for not Benin Traditional Council now, Edo State Traditional Council. They have even proposed a name which is Afro-San.
Thank God you don't hear them. The man will even come from America today will tell me that word.
These are not be even they say that ITV.
Yes. The man tell me for today say this is their plans. They want to, this is their plan. They want to make sure they reduce people. You see,
I watch it. Sometimes they say I watch out for ITV just now, and they don't sound so quiet. They don't know what is happening. They are not even looking at it.
Because of money.
Came together and went to hold a meeting in the what's it called? What's his name again? The Enojo Effect Puma. No, Uromi. The Enojo of Uromi. Aslam. Yes, sorry, Aslam. They went to hold a meeting in Aslam's palace, His Royal Highness, the whole Edo North and Edo Central. What were they proposing? That they need Benin Traditional Council, that they need Afro-San, they need to get their stuff, they need to separate, they need to do that. And the Edo South that they are using as the political tool, we guys are not even waking up. Edo State is one of the oldest capital cities in Nigeria. Down from the Midwestern region to Bente State and to Edo State. Benin City has been the capital city. Till now, the place is looking like
nothing.
Nothing is happening. Politically, we are dead. We have been taken backward. When it be say people, when it be say leaders will be talking in Nigeria today now, no Edo South person will be competent or capable to. They're not going to give you mic again, sir. We've sold our glory.
They sold it. This is the problem. This is the problem because they sold their right. They sold it.
Also,
yeah.
Today, I really love the way. I watched your program today in this guy's show.
No mind
I really love the way. Yeah. I love the way you guys were just analyzing the issue.
Yeah. It be like say your network the break, So
Yeah.
okay, your network the break. Sidewalk, you see what happen. So when they come live today, normally you no go feed the live, I go the live. But because for the sake of that, I know some people go there, so I need to clear some hair to make people understand. Say, look, this is what the Benin must understand. Even with the little time when I get for there, definitely as the host, give me a chance to say so much like that and to go into dictates. But the little time when I get there, now they try to make them understand. Say, look, this is what we have to do. We understand Ize-Iyamu is our brother, but the purpose of that Ize-Iyamu, it will serve the interest of any one of us. They are trying to send our weakness to them so that when they are making these laws, these people will not have voice. Because imagine a person like Ize-Iyamu is not really interested in what happened next after intent or whether Edo will be undermined or whatever. He's only interested in having this power, having the money. This is what he's interested about. What did they come for the senatorial district for tomorrow? He's not really interested. You understand? These people are not really interested. They're only interested in the power. So this is where Ize-Iyamu is more important at this time. This is where Ize-Iyamu is more important. See, just check on politically in Edo State. The only relevant and one politician that is an independent politician is Ize-Iyamu. The only independent politicians today. Imagine somebody who has not been in any political office for over 20 to 21 years. Is still there relevant? Is still there form? Is still there vocal? Is still there feel they follow the whole ground? What does that tell you? So these are the kind of people where we will fit when Ize-Iyamu understand all the system. Don't forget, Ize-Iyamu was the permanent secretary to Iloki Benijom. Some of the things when he do.
He wasn't the permanent secretary.
He was the permanent secretary.
Ize-Iyamu was the state secretary to Edo State.
To state, yeah, state secretary, yeah, state secretary, yeah. State secretary.
I was in Lucky's guy. They tell you the first tenure he was a commissioner. Then the second tenure he was the secretary to the
state secretary, yeah.
And towards the end of the administration was the fallout between the Anene and the other level. Ize-Iyamu was the one that formulated Grace Group. Grace Group was the group that metamorphosized into ACN that projected Adam Soshomole and made him the governor. So the agreement with Adam Soshomole then was, since Lucky Benedion was in Benin, I cannot take over from Lucky. You go first as
As a donut.
Once you finish your 8 years, I come back. After the 8 years again, you show me do it. You use them against everything.
Exactly.
Like that has been a powerful politician, to be honest.
Thank you. So now waiting when no mind them they talk today say whether Ize-Iyamu go fit challenge Oshomole politically, it didn't allow me to emphasize on that issue very well. Now they want to say, come look, the Oshomole way they talk, so Ize-Iyamu brought him. You don't know politics. Ize-Iyamu now teach him politics. Now politically, I tell you, Ize-Iyamu is more wider than Oshomole politically because Oshomole is Tinubu no Ize-Iyamu 101. These people they fund this party. Now they fund this. They are the fund father of this party. So Ize-Iyamu has been there all this while. You know, get person we want mention today for this side this party where Ize-Iyamu name no go come out. Check all of them. Go to Dubu, Ize-Iyamu were the one. Now they bring them. Now they bring them. They come. But at the end of the day, then they sideline them. Imagine the kind of lie when Oshomole lie against Ize-Iyamu just to destroy him, to project Obaseki for your own personal interest. He did that for his personal interest. But today, I will tell you, say Oshomole did not do anything in Benin. In Edo State, he not really do something for especially the Benin, but because of the Agbero way, because of the revenue and the ticket we give our brothers from Oredo, Agbero, he go make them go. They people buy their brother because of Oshomole. Even today, they still prefer Oshomole than their own brother. Then maybe they tell them say, I challenge anybody. Let you and I go on debate. Tell me what Oshomole do for good 8 years. Then may we compare with Obaseki on. Then let's see. Those go here. Those who know what Obaseki do, those who know what Oshomole do, they will call in and tell us that Obaseki did this, Oshomole did. Let's compare them. Then you will understand, say, even Lucky Igbeneghu was more better than Oshomole. I tell Edo people, say, we don't know they remember on our own. See, Igbeneghu try for Edo people too as well. Although Igbeneghu buy a vote, Igbeneghu ain't buy a vote, but at the end of the day, he still try. People they hear Bobizwa today. Are you aware that Lucky Igbeneghu na person wey Lucky Igbeneghu na make Bobizwa? But people don't see that aspect. They say Lucky Igbeneghu even make Bobizwa today. What did our people do at the end of the day? They stone am with pure water. They say no good. And if you go Edo North, you go understand. Say this politician from Edo North and from Edo Central, they don't also good as well. But their own people don't they fight their own commands. They don't they fight their own commands. Our Agberos for Oredo. When they don't give the ticket, when they think they reach themselves, they call they do chairman, they will start to fight. They say they don't good. They will come and give all those our politicians thing. So our eyes don't open. That's why we are saying no to all that. Now let me tell you that and say irrespective of anything. Obaseki tried. It's not perfect, but he did well as well. Now the things when Obaseki do for una state, then they destroy them. They use una not be a Boston. They used to go. They insult all those white men we call Boston. You thank you so much. You guys were there when the Boston go there. They go to comfort all those white men there in your own senatorial district.
Nobody say call it Boston. See beat Crisosa.
In your own senatorial district, this is what your brother did for you people. We understand so basically match line to some area. See this life nobody did perfect. I forgive you. Now your brother where's he bewa? You get it?
3 times like that.
Tracy baby. Tracy baby. What? Hello.
I was thinking about $10.
Tracy baby. Maybe you don't want. Maybe you know. So why are the Benis not understanding this fact? You take this government, you benefit from this government. I understand that fact. But are you fighting? Are you doing everything to fight for the interest of your own senatorial district? Imagine you have almost 67% electoral value. You only have only 7 local government. The minority way, they have many local government there. He said, don't people even thinking? Now all the leaders don't take side against Ize-Iyamu because they pay them. Abo Dubu, Lawrence Soka, Imaswen, even the Dennis Idahosa. Dennis Idahosa, see how they come turn out to Mumu, a deputy governor who was so vocal before becoming a deputy. Look at how Dennis looks today. Dennis is here. Now, let me also tell you guys one thing. When he reached Edo people turn, when Obaseki was a governor, Felicia Ibu was the deputy, right? The way they take Mumu Dennis Idahosa, so what did they do people Mumu Felicia Ibu like that? They Mumu Felicia Ibu like that. Felicia Ibu was even acting as if he was the governor of Edo State during the time of Obaseki. Now, also go Oshomole time. Odubu were the deputy. Not be so they see Mumu Odubu for 8 years. Did Odubu do one thing in 8 years during Oshomole? He doesn't even have any opportunity. But are you aware that During time for Obaseki, Felishaibu, now they in charge of heads. All the revenue in the state, Obaseki give out to Felishaibu. If they tell you many things where Obaseki hand over to Felishaibu, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. Felishaibu was active as if he's a governor. You know how many filling stations Felishaibu get for Edo for being there? Do you know how many filling stations he owns? Obaseki give him time, but when he reach your brother time, see the way they take do a Dennis Idausa. Dennis Idausa come be like mumu. They say Piccolo even get level past Dennis Idausa about government house. This was somebody who is so vocal during the before he become the deputy.
My brother, you don't see
they pin down.
Which major functionary you go a whole deputy governor Mama Beria? Which major a whole deputy governor?
The governor was not even there. Throughout.
Your governor not fit come. Commission other state governors not come.
No.
Ministers not come.
They not get man. They reduce this man to nothing.
I have a question.
Go ahead with your question. And where you screaming from, please?
I'm streaming from the Netherlands, Holland.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you all can recollect. Did Oshomole actually win an initial election, or it was given to him through a court?
During between him and Osumbo.
Before years.
Yeah.
He didn't win. It was through the court. Through the court.
Okay.
The other
because I was hearing just now, Pastor Ize-Iyamu did this, did that, and then suddenly, but Osumbo won, and through court they gave it to Oshomole. Am I right?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
So give us a point. What's your point now?
My point is, you understand me? That election was rigged. So Oshomole won it by court. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Or what did they give him?
Yeah, it was by court, through the tribunal, from the tribunal.
Okay,
the tribunal.
Pastor Osage Ize-Iyamu has no reason to call him back to that because what he released was not acknowledged. Now court give him.
Okay, Mr. Martin.
I still don't get your point now.
Let me explain. Those political dispensation, I was actively involved. I can tell you what happened. You understand?
Me too. Before I left Nigeria, I was actively involved.
First of all, let me hear from you. What do you think happened there?
Because let us get a point. What is your point?
Look. I left Nigeria in 1989. I don't know much what happened. I only followed what I saw.
So let me tell you what happened. This is not what I saw. This was what I was involved in. Now, during that election between the PDP and the ACN or Soya, if I'm not mistaken, the PDP, because of Chief Tony Aneni, proposed Odion Gbesia. But because of the death of Stella Obasanjo wanted
to compensate Stella.
So Stella's cousin, which was from
which
was Professor Sarema Osumbo. But Chief Aneni wanted Odion Gbesia. So they fought for it. Then, because Obasanjo was the president, his own decision now went through. Then before then, Oshomole was in labor. Oshomole just finished his National Labour Congress tenure. So Oshomole had capacity, but he didn't have money. Oshomole had capacity, but he had nowhere he was staying. He had no house. He has nothing. He has no 10 kobo. Then, when Ize-Iyamu was the SSG, the state
secretary,
the secretary to
yeah.
You cannot just take over from Lucky because as a Benin man giving over to Benin man, it won't be possible. That was the time PDP had two secretariat in Iyamu. The PDP secretariat previously was the Benedium's father's house. The Benedium's house is Sepukada house. Then Chief Tony Aneni now went to bring the other one at former First Bank. They now had two PDP secretariat. So what now happened? Aneni was now fighting the Benediums. It was this Ize-Iyamu that formulated Grace Group and said, what is the motto of Grace Group? Grace Group simply means no man is God. Who were they referring to?
Please. When you say
you need to listen. He's telling you that's the fact. He's giving you this. Just try to listen. Just listen. This is the fact. That's what happened.
I have to write it down. Okay.
This is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened.
When the Ize-Iyamu formulated that party, they knew they needed somebody with capacity that can win that election. So the only person that had capacity as at then was Oshomole. That was that Ize-Iyamu through our late Captain Osa went and brought Oshomole personally to represent him. Oshomole, Katiosa brought finances. Ize-Iyamu brought capacity.
Exactly.
Chief Lucky Benedion don't want to be directly
involved. Exactly. You are correct.
They was not using the proxy, which is who Ize-Iyamu. Why even during the election, they pursue Ize-Iyamu everywhere. He now ran to Redeem Camp. From Redeem Camp, he was not trained missiles. All the political gladiators at that time. That was when this guy came. That was when this guy took over. What was it called? No Molest. No Molest was everywhere. What was it called? The Ize, the former driver welfare guy. Everybody came out to say on this election. What was it called? Oshomole must win. And that result was even in favor of Oshomole. It was Obasanjo that flew in that Sunday. That
announced the election. Yes, exactly.
He flew in from Abuja and went to Rama Park. Where was Rama Park? They went in and they said this result. You have to give it to the Osumbo. Then the national, the rec, what was it called? This electoral representation that was there said they cannot do it. They changed him overnight and brought somebody here to read that result. Then on Monday morning, that's when they brought SARS. They put SARS everywhere. They read that result. They smuggled Osumbo out of the opposition. Then Oshomole now came and we're now protesting. And because you know that Osumbo was not the favorite candidate of the Tony Aneni, then what happened? Then now when it was even the Ize-Iyamu that took the Oshomole to Tony Aneni that President Obasanjo is no longer in power. So let's upturn this result through the court. That was how they now came again and do the Obubu Yeye in that court. That was how Oshomole even won that election. If not for those capacities,
it would have been governor. Yes. That was how it happened. Now you see the gist.
And that was the fallout. The agreement Oshomole had with Ize-Iyamu was after I do my 8 years. After 8 years,
then
I will hand over to
Ize-Iyamu.
After the 8 years was now coming into play, what now happened? What was it called? Oshomole now during their congress, their party congress, Oshomole replaced all the executive. He pursued Ize-Iyamu's boys out of the opposition.
Exactly.
That was what made Ize-Iyamu the first time to decamp back to PDP.
To
contest against
Obaseki. Yeah.
Obaseki at that time. So, my brother, Oshomole, it was Ize-Iyamu, True Lucky, and Captain Osa that brought him to power.
Exactly.
So the problem was they felt they could use him, and after 8 years, they gave it back to them. Oshomole did what?
Good one. They thought they can use him. That's the same thing. That's the project of Okpebholo for that same purpose. They thought they can use Okpebholo, and they never knew it's going to be the other way around. This is what I told the Benin second. Look, this man you people think you can be able to use, it's going to change at the end of the day. And that's exactly what happened. Oga, I think you see now. So Oshomole's success started from Ize-Iyamu. Because when he was an Labour president, nobody really know him like that. He doesn't have that funds. They sponsored him.
When Oshomole was National Labour Congress, that he formulated that Labour Party. He now went to Labour Party to contest. Labour Party has no structure, had nothing. That was
nothing.
To ACN, correct? So what's
Mr. Sidewalk?
Yeah, please.
I don't know everything. I left Nigeria in 1989.
So that's what we are telling you now.
Yeah. I'm not that to now. You understand me? I just give you 100 this thing for heart because I left Nigeria in 1989.
Yeah.
Even me, we want to talk to so lucky me don't deceive me. I was his boy. No. Let's wait. I was his boy. We were 3 people. When he became the whatever of Oredo local government, the palace there,
the chairman
of Oredo local government.
Yeah.
We were only 3: Pastor Ize-Iyamu, me, and him.
Yes, even as at then, when he was the chairman of Oredo, Ize-Iyamu was, I think he was the secretary for that same Oredo.
He not be secretary, he was just best friend. He was sitting down there. Me and Ize-Iyamu, we were stalking him.
Agree to Olakoko, agree to. I salute.
You understand me? So we were stalking Lucky, and eventually, since I left, Ize-Iyamu became everything he became. Me, I was just lucky because he get, I was like his boy. My uncle sold his house to him. My surname is Igbinovia. That is the house he now used as governor when he was his lounge as governor. So eventually, I indirectly stalked him, but he knew me. And then every day while he was secretary. I was always in his office. Ize-Iyamu was there. We were nothing. Lucky was everything, but we were nothing. If we are going out to buy pure water, if we are going out to go and buy bread or anything, they use EDSG 504, not the station wagon 504 to carry us to go and buy anything. We bring it back to that place. We just sit down.
We were there. Best line, 504 best line. Okay.
Yeah, you understand? You understand me? So, but eventually, I now left Nigeria, and then everything was unfolding behind me. I was supposed to enter NDA, Nigerian Defense Academy, and Lucky was supposed to help me. But one day, something went wrong, and 2 weeks later, I left abroad, you know? So, but I'm not here to blackmail anybody or support anybody. But this, as at then, Pastor Ize-Iyamu was nobody. I was nobody. Lucky was somebody. But Pastor Ize-Iyamu was his best friend.
Ize-Iyamu is like a family to Igbenijo family. He's a friend, he's a family friend to Igbenijo family.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you are somebody's best friend? You just sit down at the office from 9 to 4. You go home together, you come back the next day, you do this, you do that, you do that. That is what we were doing.
Okay, now. Okay, now. Okay, now, sir. Okay, now, sir. You know the point of contention here now. So, what's your point now? What are you trying to figure out now? Let us know so that we can know where we are going.
No. I'm just telling you because when I heard that Ize-Iyamu defected from PDP to go to this, to do that, to bring, I felt I can't accept that unless it was planned.
So now, I like you see what Sidewalk explained to you. Some of this election from that Oshomole time to Obaseki, a lot of us witness it, and a lot of us know what really plays out. So this is some of the things is what just explained to you now, right from Lucky Benijo time. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that was what really happened. Even the election that brought Obaseki that 2016, Ize-Iyamu won that election. I'm telling you straight, Ize-Iyamu won that the election that brought Obaseki. Ize-Iyamu won that election. It was the same level. It was same Oshomole who ring that election for Obaseki. Some of the people Oshomole using ring that election. Some of them confessed later. They later confessed that Ize-Iyamu won that election. They later confessed. So when people try to say, you said,
The network.
Okay, your network is bad. You fit talk now. So when people they try to tell you say Ize-Iyamu this, Ize-Iyamu that, we are just trying to tell you people what is coming for the Benin's. What is coming for the Benin's if these people succeed their plan politically. Oshomole never like Benin people, but they use it is only one thing they use against Benin people. I think Benin people already are aware of that now. They always want to use
a power 02 general. My conclusion here is you are telling me now that what we see from Benin is not what it is. We should not accept.
Exactly.
Okay, I agree.
What we need to do at this time, the reason why, see, I wasn't supporting it. I tell you, one of the reasons why I disagree with Ize-Iyamu, one of the reasons why I did not support Ize-Iyamu after that election, I was supporting Ize-Iyamu during the APC primaries. Do you understand, sir? You hear me, right?
Yes, I understand.
Now,
I understand it.
Now, Oshomole project Denko against Ize-Iyamu. The Benin's want Ize-Iyamu. But because Oshomole project Denko, and as at that time, Obaseki, who was the governor of Edo State as at then, he already endorsed Aswing, that not only endorsed. Now, the plan was like this. One time I asked the Benin this question through my video. I said, what do you think was Obaseki's offense against Felix Shaibu? Do you think these people have personal issues? They wasn't having personal issue. Obaseki offense against Shaibu was, this power came from Edo North to Edo South. We should not allow this power to Edo North again. We are not the only people in the state. For the sake of fairness, equity, and justice, let us allow this power to Edo Central. Let us allow this power to Edo Central. That was the only offense Obaseki committed against Shaibu, because Shaibu was having this ambition of being a governor of Edo State. But as at that time, it is not a right time for you to contest, because you've been a deputy for 8 years, and you know now you expect Obaseki to hand over to you. Obaseki said no. If you want to contest, you still have time, but let us allow Central first. That is really why I'm telling people today that Benin people are the most fair people. See, check them from history. From history, the people who are always emphasizing or pushing the Esan people forward to be the governor are the Benin people. They don't know people. Shomole never want it. Filishabi never want it. Janetebe never want it. The Benin people are always the one projecting or giving that opportunity for the Esans to rule.
Auto General.
Obaseki started that Esan agenda.
I beg no verse.
Okay.
No verse. If I present you as the next governor of Edo State, you understand me? What do you think that entail? Which means everybody should ignore everything, even though the person has a better credential than you, but vote for you because I presented you or because I don't want you.
No, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be. That's the reason why sometimes.
That's what is going on
No. It is now you must understand how this politics works now. Now, the reason why if you go through my page now, I have criticized Ize-Iyamu for a couple of.
I will after this evening.
Okay, I have criticized Ize-Iyamu a couple of months ago. But for somebody who is so passionately in my home place, because I love where I come from. I'm a full Benin man. And you understand? And I was born and raised in Benin. I love my home state. I love Edo South. I love my people, So I always speak. I always want.
Now.
Sorry?
Where are you right now?
I'm in the UK.
Okay, I'm in the Netherlands.
Okay.
Go on, please. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem. So I always want to speak in the favor of my people. I always want everything to be okay for them. Now, even when I don't support the government of this present government, but it gets to a point, and if you have been following up how this election, how they conduct this election, you will understand that the Benis were the reason why Okpebholo is the governor of Edo State today. Now, okay, now fine.
I know, I saw it.
Okay, let me quickly talk. Let me give you some analysis about it. So now, after this government, the Benin people are the one. They 70% is they did. Okpebholo being a governor of Edo State today, it was about 70 to 80% from Edo South support. You can agree with me. After Okpebholo being a governor of Edo State, from the beginning or from the start, this government has always been against the Benin people, the Benin's. This government has always been against the Benin. It gets to a point. Some of us started bringing the awareness out. Say, come look, Edo South, Awun in Izedo, pay attention to this government. If you will agree with me, you will understand that there are so many red flags towards you people from Edo South. Pay attention. But some of them started calling us out there, say, hey, we don't want to bring tribal sentiment or whatever. But today, you can also agree with me that some of them who were criticizing us then, they now see what we were saying. They are not the one fighting this government of being a tribalistic governor now. This is what we see that you people don't see. So now, this is the reason why we are also telling the Beninstans that, look, we understand Ize-Iyamu is our brother. And I didn't support Ize-Iyamu for a while. I did a video I criticized him for a couple of times. Like now, the reason why we are supporting him now, it is because projecting Ize-Iyamu from a Winke, Oshomole, and Okpebholo, that's not going to be good for the people of Edo South. Why can't they allow us, the people of Edo South, to decide? The people who are projecting, imagine the governor spending billions of Edo State taxpayers' money to bribe people, to enable them to endorse Ize-Iyamu. This is what Okpebholo has been doing. I have a man who called me from the United States. His name is Adodo. He told me to say it on air. He said, to go and say it on air. Ize-Iyamu, during the campaign, when Okpebholo went to New York, when he went to town hall in New York, Chief Adodo in US were the one who sponsored him and Janet Tenebe. Ize-Iyamu were the one who called him. According to Adodo, he told me we spoke for over 1 hour. He said Ize-Iyamu only gave me one phone call that Okpebholo is coming to the US. Please, took care of them. He went to the airport to pick Janet Tenebe and Okpebholo with his own G-Wagon. He took them to a hotel. The next morning, he went to pick them in the hotel with his own Bentley. He took Okpebholo and Janet Tenebe to a polo shop. This man told me to say it on air that Okpebholo told, and the man wanted to contest in local government chairman in Onwa. You know what? Okpebolo told him, he said, Okpebolo told me directly that if you want to have an appointment in my government, or if you want us to give you the ticket to run as a local government chairman in Onwa, I don't know where you come from, you must turn enemy to Ize-Iyamu. I'm saying this on air now. This is what I was told. Adodo told me this is what Okpebolo told him. And Ize-Iyamu was the one who introduced him to Okpebolo. Even this man in Senate representing Edo Central, Ize-Iyamu, elder brother who is a billionaire in the US, Ize-Iyamu were the one who introduced him to Okpebolo. Adodo told me. He said Janet never smoked weed inside his own bedroom. I mentioned Adodo now. I'm on live on Facebook and TikTok. A lot of Benin people know who is Adodo, Chief Adodo. He spent his own billion during the election. When the project of Okpebolo, when Ize-Iyamu stepped down for Okpebolo, Adodo called me. I said, sir, I respect you a lot. Adodo and Danowen. I told them, look, sir, I respect you a lot. Me, I can never support Okpebolo. Because Ize-Iyamu wouldn't have stepped down for Okpebolo. Everybody begged us, say, party supreme, let us support this man. I spoke to Okpebolo twice during the APC campaign. I'm telling you what, this is what happened. Most of these people don't know. I said, Okpebolo, if Okpebolo speak to you on phone, you will understand that giving this man the #1 office in the state, the highest office in the state to decide on that affair, Edo is gone. That was where I knew that Edo is collapsed, Edo is finished. Have you asked yourself the reason why some of the APC leaders decamp to PDP during the election? Because most of them, when they spoke, according to Meyanki, he said when he spoke to Okpebolo, he said no, with all good, he said conscience will not allow him be if he supports suspect to be the governor of Edo State. If I have a company, that I built with my hard-earned money, with what I have heard from Okpebolo, or with what I know about him, would I have allowed such person to manage my company? These are some of the reasons why a lot of us disagree. We won't support this man. Because this man knows nothing about governance. Okay, they did it. I can give you copies here, voice notes. I can easily play it here, voice note and messages. O2, everything you said about this man from the beginning, they all come true. I told the Beninese, I said, go and mark my word. This man is going to, you people are the one who brought this government. You are going to pay the ultimate price. This man will put pepper on the eye. As the Benin is not crying now, this man has shown them his real color now. This is what I told people in less than 2 years. The people you are seeing Okpebolo government today that is still saying Okpebolo, these people are the ones benefiting from the government. If they are not benefiting from the government, they would have turned against this government for long. Because they know so well that the Benin have been marginalized. When this thing were going on, I make a video, I'll play it for you here. I say, Edo people, I will not be so comfortable in what this man has been doing to the Beninese. This man has been marginalizing the Benin people. What are you guys doing? Like this, see, I am not saying you should give me anything in this government. I'm not expecting anything because I'm okay with what I have. But the people who suffered for this government should have been the one to benefit it. Most of the people who suffered and did everything for Okpebolo to emerge as the governor, where are they today? Are they benefiting from this government? But the Esan people, some of the people who were not even at the picture when this man were looking for this power, they are the ones who are benefiting it today. Look at, okay, imagine what Ize-Iyamu did for him. I said it before. I said, if there's anybody who are supposed to stand by Ize-Iyamu at this time, it's supposed to be Okpebolo. Under normal circumstances, you only take person like Okpebolo to act the way he's acting now. Because this man is acting as if maybe he don't even have sense of, as a normal human being, sir. You should be able to remember where you are coming from. It's less than 2 years. Have you forgotten all this man did for you? Ize-Iyamu collapsed his structures for Okpebolo. Take it or leave it. I was part of the team. Some of us refused. They said, no, we can't support this man. How we supported Ize-Iyamu now? I was part of the team. See, do you know what Ize-Iyamu did for Okpebolo? That is what Atiku Abubakar could not be able to do for Obi. That was why Obi left the party. Atiku Abubakar is finding it difficult to collapse his own structure for Peter Obi. No, it takes a good-hearted few people to do it. Ize-Iyamu collapsed his structures. He tell every one of his supporters, come, we need to support Okpebolo.
But that is exactly where I said there is corruption. Why can't it be
say something, my brother? Yeah, Bob, please come up.
Why can't it be positioned by merit?
First of all, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Bob. Where are you coming from, please?
I'm coming from France.
From France, right?
Yes.
I hope you are following us, sir.
Let me follow.
Okay.
Follow
Okay, let me give you 5 minutes for your submission, please.
First of all, I want to really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I want to appreciate all the advice.
Thank you. You need to speak louder a little bit, okay?
Okay. First of all, I want to appreciate everybody, and I appreciate all the those that stand for Ize-Iyamu this time around. I don't get it. But this time around, I still say we are commands on demanding on the party, APC, PDP. We are the speak one voice now. That is the joy.
Yeah, one moment. Just wait. I'll give you a time, but I want to listen to this video, please. Edo South. Why would you decide to bite finger with finger? Why you decide to treat the people of Edo South the way they treat them so? I see something for Punch newspaper today. Say Mondo Bevolo sack the educational board chair, Maureen Ekosway, and replace her immediately with Esan person. I'm not against Mondo Bevolo putting Esan people in office, but why you go sack Benin people, replace them with Esan? And I also know say some people will come talk say, not be something they do, we make Mondo Bevolo sack them. Now only Benin people they Mondo Bevolo government. Why you be saying that only Benin people now in the sack? Now only Benin people now they do something we don't good for your own government. Why Mondo Bevolo decide to treat Benin people like this? People will suffer for you. People will talk say, if not be Mondo Bevolo, nobody else. Why did you decide to treat them this way? These people stand for you inside rain and sun. They campaign for you. They do everything for you to make sure say you become the governor of Edo State today. Now the people of Edo South, now they make you the governor of Edo State today. But see how you think they pay them back in less than 1 year for office. The thing they pay me because not be so it's supposed to be. It is very clear for this model where the government say this man a complete tribalistic person. Yes, he's a complete tribalistic man. See the way they treat the people from Edo South. Why are you treating these people like this? Why you don't balance the government? He's supposed to balance the government in a such a way that from Edo South, Edo Central, and Edo North, everybody will do okay. But when he reach Monday Obewolo turn, see how Monday Obewolo they treat the people of Edo South. Monday Obewolo, 4 years, not be forever. Okay. Because now the reason why I play on this video to tell you and say this thing has been happening. I love for them to say and we start saying it. We can start to talk and say this video now like 6-7 months ago back. You feel me? So now this one what we don't see like 7-8 months back, and now all the Benin don't they say and say Obewolo now waiting they do with that. To tell you that me I'm being consistent in this government and they follow up, you know. And they follow up, say everything, because me, I don't really know, say there's nothing good that is going to come out from this government. Take it or leave it. Whatever you are seeing in this government today, they are all politics. They are all politics. Obewolo is not really doing something as a governor. That's why if you are doing something as a governor, you don't need to go and bring somebody to come and be telling people, hey, look at what you are doing. It will reflect what you are doing, it will reflect in the life of Edo people. Edo people don't have life. Was it that's why Obaseki leave the state? Obaseki leave the Edo state for light. Obewolo commit for light, he put on the darkness. What are the things that qualify a state to be shining? No lights, no road, nothing. So these are the things. These are the reasons why we have been speaking. Because I know that this man is playing politics with the lives of the people. Even when he own people from Edo Central, when the kidnapper they buy them every day, they cover for them, but we still come out to say no. Your people, they buy them. You are playing politics. You come at Rice TV, Chinese TV, they say, Edo State is safe, and they're happy for Ekpoma. Ekpoma was bleeding. Obewolo went to Chinese. He go bring Shehu from China, say Edo is safe. And they're happy for Ekpoma. People cover up. How can you be defending the interest of the government and you don't consider the interest of the people? This is why we have been speaking. You understand? Not to talk of marginalizing my own people. Nobody will be happy about that. If not Benin, see, I don't see whether you like it or not. Benin people are the most fair people Because if Obaseki were the governor of Edo State, even when Obaseki was the governor, some people did the government. He might not be able to do everything, but you can't just undermine these people like that, just to sideline them. This government where they see today, this government is supposed to thank Obaseki because Obaseki fought for this ESL agenda. That was the reason why Shaibu fought against him. He doesn't. I told you, I don't make many videos. Say, ask yourself, what was Obaseki's offense against Phil Shaibu? Let us allow this power to Edo Central. That was the offense. They interviewed Phil Shaibu for Rice TV. Erufai was asking him a question. Did Obaseki promise you say after Unanteno, he go make you governor? He said no. Okay, you also think say they fair when Obaseki say make this power go to Edo Central, because from Edo North to Central to North, from Edo North to Edo South, from Edo South to Edo Central. Why? For the sake of fairness, let us allow some people to have it. He said, Felicia will say, there is no constitution in Nigeria that says that after this zone to this zone, after this zone to this zone. That was what he used to justify and defend himself for China. I have the video. So now, not to talk of, Benin people did not just say, okay, Naija and Tom. They did everything they could do. They fought against themselves for Bello to emerge as the governor. Take it or leave it. I will tell you because I was part and parcel of this government. The number when we take the election of Bello before, I have one, I get time. You know the number when they go again during the election. You get what they talk. But Bello, I think I talked to Bello 3 times during the campaign, during the election. All were because of Ize-Iyamu. Why will you have to pay Ize-Iyamu like this? Now, what senatorial ticket you want to pay Wike? Whatever business you want with Wike, go and settle it yourself. Not use our senatorial ticket to settle it. If Bello win this election tomorrow, this media, it might not go touch ground. Now, truth I tell you, now, my brother, go ahead, Bob.
Okay, thank you very much. I see when you don't mind the platform to the one they engage. I so much did the one they engage. I so much did disappointed to be around the 150,000 or 200,000. No mind to say get right. You pay me well. I see when you engage, it was not people talk to you.
They run. I want to engage. I say when we engage, they run.
Enough you engage you. So one thing when I see everybody don't come together on the money our own different department we did, but more we achieve is good for Ize-Iyamu. Ize-Iyamu na
$70.
Now leader, now he bring Oshomole. Now he bring most all of them maybe say they don't rule today. But what they ask, tomorrow won't be? We prepare? Ize-Iyamu, how is he prepared? That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Because I know these people go to ring it, they go to
Definitely.
So how is he going to protect that vote?
Okay. Now make I quickly answer you so that Muku they talk about other people for the talk. Me personally, what me I do be say, I send message to group where I don't say Ize-Iyamu go siam. The only thing I said, now I be waiting. Now waiting. I see the term no mind for a platform today because I seen there people they level of government where they hear them. The only thing we demand for is free and fair. Ize-Iyamu know their tricks. APC know they win election. Now ring the ring and down a fact. So now Ize-Iyamu being a part of the party, so definitely he already know the tricks and all the tricks. Even today as of today, Bello don't give order. Say all the word for Edo South make them not see. You don't want to see any Ize-Iyamu poster for anywhere. Bello don't give that order since and some people don't come online, don't come counter and say, Bello, you can't try this thing. Forget so Bede Yamana from Edo South. Your mind no go touch ground. So now we tell Ize-Iyamu say number one, if they conduct free and fair election, say you lose, no problem. But if they ring this, say the one way they do yesterday, they ring up. If they conduct this election, say the one way they count from 1 to 10, from 10 to 100, if not that one they won't do, if not that one they won't do, my brother, we no go agree. So we also tell Ize-Iyamu say make him not agree. If they ring this election, he should stand his ground and defend the vote. If they defeat them free and fair, no problem. Your Bello has been spending money for people to endorse Ize-Iyamu, no problem. But let them go on that election free and fair. If not free and fair, say they win Ize-Iyamu, no problem. If not be free and fair, now they yawa day.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. I think Machiavelli. I salute.
Sorry, I just want to, because I have something to quickly go. I actually saw you
And I want to remind you again, you forget things very easily.
Okay.
You Edo people, you guys play this emotional politics that is, you don't see the fact. It was me and you that was telling you, I told you months ago that your governor is not there for you.
Okay.
Your governor is there for his own selfish agenda, and you forgot what he told the leaders before he became a governor. You guys have forgotten. You guys just carried away. He told you, I will never betray anyone who actually has sent me to that power. Have you forgotten?
I didn't forget.
The same thing he told Wike reminded him when he went to Port Harcourt. You guys still remember and said, please don't turn your back on us. So your governor is being controlled by cabals, by the likes of Governor Yeson Wike and the likes of Dan Obi and the rest of them. You are just listen, and this is just a charade. Ize-Iyamu is also guilty of what you guys are playing with. You guys are just emotionally following.
He's guilty as well. Very correct. We know.
He's guilty because all these things happen just for the benefit of their selfish interest.
Yeah, we know.
But they never knew that a day is coming.
Like this.
I reminded you, you forgot. I told you, I said, what led to Okpewolo today is people like Henry Idahago. I will keep on naming names for you. Where are they now? They're all tight-lipped. You are tired. You guys see what is going to happen tomorrow is going to be a tug of war. Edo people, but let me just give you what is going to happen to Okpewolo and the rest. This is a one-term governor.
Sure.
So you can have emotions about it, or take my words for it.
It's one thing, governor. Yeah.
Somebody like Ize-Iyamu, he will learn his lesson now.
Not only Ize-Iyamu, a lot of Edo people, Benin people will learn the lessons.
You see, the Edo people, you guys play too much emotional politics. Oh, this is my own, and it's not going to work for you. Because I reminded you guys that time, O2, I said, the heartbeat of the nation that was given to your state was for a reason. But the way you guys are behaving and playing politics of this, your own, it's not going to make your state great. And this is going to bring it down. I'm sorry to shock you, Edo people. You have a governor that is being controlled. And it's not going to work for you.
That's correct.
And all these people, you guys should be thinking of what is tomorrow going to be, because your attitude today will determine your tomorrow, which is always determining it. Because some of you guys here can also lead. You are not talking about yourself. You are talking about people who are putting you into the poverty. So you should be, people like you, O2, you should be telling them and saying, it's time for me. Because what are you going to do? Like, just take a look at it. Where is Ize-Iyamu's children? They are all abroad, but they are not working for you. But they're just working for their own pockets. It is time for you, Edo people, to claim back your state with this kind of miscreants that are ruling your state just because of their own interest. They are not for you. This is just the plain truth. But Okpewolo, it's a one-term governor. Thank you very much.
Okay,
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Watch the movie.
Thank you so much. Jack Daniel. Jack.
Yeah, good evening.
I greet you. Good evening, my brother. Alpha.
Yeah.
May I give you your time? You go before your room set.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
You don't say don't tell why they
You don't take. I know. Don't take.
Yeah. And as at that time, I be the Okpewolo, one of the Okpewolo supporters those days, I say. You also know.
I know.
And I did proud that time. I'm not sure say people.
You know, say all of us that day at that time. You know, when Machiavelli of us the day at that time we will talk. You know, everything we will talk that time. You don't see everything now.
That time, I say no. I did proud that time, but
okay,
I'm
1 hour.
really disappointed because sometimes some things. The only thing we see is that the man not being they control the government, that they control for he don't even get single say.
No man, then he just talk just now. Machiavelli just talk now.
He don't get
all
any
of us
single say. Anything way they do now, if you know they happy about it, but you don't get choice.
Exactly.
I just disappointed in this issue. You don't even get choice.
they want just capture the state as Tinubu take capture Lagos, Wicked take capture Port Harcourt. So they want capture here because they promise Oshomole will give you this state. You understand? So they just make up. If you will see the primaries where they do, those names list, they don't list at that, they don't plan out. Without evidence, with my own view, their plan is to remove pastor from the party. Waiting will happen tomorrow. They go write down, they go rig am. They no care. After all, they federal. If you don't want, you leave the party or you go to court. And they're in charge of everything. Which party will go?
And then.
So they don't strategize all those things that, but I'm disappointed at the governor. Even this fight is not only for the Edo South, it's for the whole state. Because if they capture Edo South like that, meaning the whole state is in their hand, the Edo South have over 60% of the votes. So this fight is not only for the Edo South. Voting Ize-Iyamu, you are voting for the future of the full state. So I urge everybody to support Ize-Iyamu and see waiting this whole issue. No, I regretted even support. I did with the shame to even say I support this government because of small project where they just show us so we just a shut up. Even when you did they talk, I say no, we should give him chance. You even tell me say oh, no, that is it. Thank you very much.
All right, Baba. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see, before we bring Rumsele will come. You see, so all this man there, so Jack Daniel Machiavelli, from the beginning of this government, we were all together. And we predicted it. Machiavelli, they talk in the support of Okpebholo then. He was the only person supporting Okpebholo that is always, not only they come this platform, we say they respect, the rest of them, they don't deserve it to talk. Only Jack Daniel.
I still remember. You remember? He was telling me to go back to, he said I should go back to the north now because I went to school in your state. In the
state, so now only Jack Daniel.
I remember him. But you know what? I'm happy. They are coming back to you now to say, well,
bro, this one, Machiavelli. I say not only him. I say every day. I will be here. I mention somebody's name. The only person I can mention his name, I won't mention others' name. Chief Adodo from the US. Every Benin person know him. Adodo call me every day. Here they tell me say, you know what I tell Adodo? I said Adodo, una just allow illiterate to play smart on una. He said, Otu, this guy plays smart on also. He said everything you said comes. How will you give a power to illiterate? See, whether you like him or not, irrespective of what Okpebholo be to you, Okpebholo not supposed to be governor of a state. The number one citizen of a state, that office is too big. That office is too big to give such a person to undo. To be honest, it was a big mistake. That's why sometimes I blame Ize-Iyamu for so many things. Everything for personal interest. That was the project of Okpebholo for interest. They didn't project Okpebholo for the interest of the Edolites. No. They projected it for interest. They thought they can use him. They thought they can manipulate him. They don't know, say this man. Now, village, he get village sense. Here we are today. Since Rumsele, you will come up now, just give me one minute. I tell Nigerians, like what Machiavelli said, this is what I'll be telling Nigerians. Pay attention to your politicians when they are campaigning. Some of them, what they promise you is what they do. What did Okpebholo promise Edo people? Did Okpebholo promise he's going to stop insecurity? No. He said he will provide insecurity. Did Okpebholo tell you that he's going to make you happy? No. He said he's going to make the leaders happy. So Okpebholo never said 7-point agenda. He said 7-point. He doesn't have a manifesto. What did Tinubu promise Nigeria? Did Tinubu promise Nigeria that he's going to stop insecurity? No. If we say we give you rice, abado, beans, put 1,000 people for army, did he tell you that he's going to bring Nigeria from a consumption to production? No. So anything they were in talk we not do today. So today when Nigerians are complaining, say, this man no good. Wait till he promise you. Did he tell you that he's going to make your life better? Did he promise you? No. Pay attention to it. Okpebholo never tell Edo people that it's going to stop insecurity. Now the reason why when they buy young people, ain't no they care. Is playing politics with the lives of the people, spending billions on Tinubu election. But when it comes to insecurity, it takes side against the people. I watch video when the people go Rome Abekuma. When they ask us, when they tell us, see what Fulani they do, Okpebholo take side against young people. He said this one not be Fulani character. He said, you know, they say this one not be Fulani character. He supported the Fulani against young people. I wept that day. But you'll see some of our brother from Central will see they support that kind of man. Which kind of development Okpebholo go come give you when he cannot save humanity? What kind of which road you want to do for either buy all the people for the village finish? Who want pass the road? What will somebody give to me if you cannot save my own people? You don't feel save my people. They tell me say you want to do 1 year road. Who want pass the road? This is what the problem. Everybody want to come with the interest because of my brother want to defend it. No. They are unaliving your people there. You don't speak about it, but you are defending the interest of the government. We defend the interest of the people. That's the reason why we speak. Oh, but they buy our people. You must go and stand for them. You are the governor. Erumsele, please go ahead, Papa. Erumsele, are you there?
Hello. I greet you.
I greet you. I give you 5. You get your time, Papa.
I just come for a go work.
You dey go work today Sunday?
I go work na emergency work now. At the same place, but too much demand for goods is the reason why we go work today. Okay. And not the license. If we're going to do, I listened to what you said. That was the reason why I make a request. If we have to actually be sincere to ourselves, since 1991, Benin has been the one ruling the state. How developed is even Oredo and Ikpobaoka. We're not talking about other places. If we have to be sincere to ourselves, the mindset of we are the majority is the reason why that state has remained standstill. Okay? You guys have the capital. You guys are producing the governor. What are the governors doing? Anything? No. Okay? You were saying things that like, I was like, when you are narrating, we're not true. You said Okpebholo is removing the Benis and putting the essence. How? Now, let me tell you, during Obaseki, Obaseki is a Benima. He was the governor. Shaibu was the deputy. From Edo North, he was the deputy. Obaseki collect
the secretary. The secretary was the central.
No, who was the secretary? Never.
Who?
Osarogie was the secretary, not central. Osarogie, the one that ran with this brother.
Okay.
Yes, what?
Okay.
He was the secretary. Who is the chief of staff? Even the speaker. The highest.
The speaker was from Central, I think.
No.
From the Edo North.
Exactly. So Obaseki strip us. He strip us. Nothing. Now I can name you 10 projects Obaseki did. They were in Benin. No single one. I can give you 10 years to make research. You won't get. See, this ideology of the Benin concerning Edo State is the reason why Edo State is the least developed in Nigeria or in certain region. If we do not drop this mindset, let's work out, open the state. When we're talking about revenue, it's Edo State government making investment within the state. We all live abroad here. These people are making investment. That's the reason why we have jobs. Okay? Sometimes we talk about mineral. The life we now live today, investment is above mineral. Human capital is more. This is Ize-Iyamu you're talking about. If I give you history of Ize-Iyamu, it's not about the senatorial that Ize-Iyamu is going that I'm talking about now. Ize-Iyamu is one of the highest criminal in terms of politics in Edo State. Ize-Iyamu is the most powerful secretary to the government in the history of Edo State. Do you know the stories of Ize-Iyamu, what he did during Lokigbeneje when he was secretary to the government?
What did he do?
That's why he got his power. If you knew what this guy was
doing, you need to tell us. That's what we're asking. You need to tell us, not just because you have time. You need to use your time to tell us.
Don't worry. We will be here. I'm talking. This Ize-Iyamu, Ize-Iyamu is so greedy to the essence that because of his greediness, he's losing what he's supposed to get. Do you know Ize-Iyamu is the first person that convinced Adam Soshomole when Adam Soshomole was coming to launch campaign at Edo State? He was a PDP man at that time. He was the one that connected him and said, come. Because it was the term of Edo Central, because 1999, the power was shared. How did the power was shared?
How did it share? How did the power share?
Good. And then it was the de facto godfather in the southern region or even in South Nigeria. Okay. Yeah. Apart from Obasanjo, no one was as powerful as Anene. Obasanjo being the president is bigger than any other person. They share it and say, okay, Benin is the first. In Edo State, Benin are considered as first. Esa is second. Edo North, the Afema are third. That's how it's been pegged politically. And if you say I'm lying, go check EBS ITV.
No. The way you said politically, is there any way in the constitution that said after the Edo North?
Now you're not listening now.
Okay.
Let me give you evidence. If they are speaking in
your time is up.
Because of your time, I'm going ahead. Let me say you should have been able to use your time to give us, because you just summarize them. You only summarize them. You don't give us fast. You don't give us fast. Say Ize-Iyamu do this or Ize-Iyamu do that with the 5 minutes that you have. You should have been able to name some outs for us.
Can I ask a question?
You wouldn't be able to tell us facts or give us reason or give us a fact about within that 5 minutes.
Can I ask you a question? Yes. Can I ask you a question? And I like the way you're analyzing it. This is all part of the politics I told you guys are playing.
Please, guys, power tap. Let's power tap. Nobody's power tapping, please. Let's power tap, please. Power tap, please.
I'm not.
I will round up this program very soon, please. Let's power tap.
What I'm saying, I'm going to ask you this question. He said, do you know this English that says, if one does it, another one cannot do bad again. So which means that if this one say it does it like this, it doesn't mean that you come in and have to do the same thing. I don't know if you understand it.
Not at
exactly. So which means you saying this kind of things now, it doesn't justify.
Machiavelli, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. After Machiavelli, I go educate Moselli.
No, you cannot educate me.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry now, wait. After Machiavelli, I will speak how the power got back to Shomole. And the person that gave that power.
We talk on before you come here, just time. Before you come here to say, we don't talk on before.
I talk Ize-Iyamu.
Yeah, before you come, we don't talk on before.
I'm telling the person's parlor in Asokolo that they decided how they will pursue Osumbo because I'll give you the reason. So Machiavelli, please continue.
Okay, so my question is that from what you have analyzed this, does it actually justify that Okpewolo, who is the governor of your state, has not actually did well for the benefit of the state?
Good.
Because let me reply you. Exactly, because all these guys are producing, you guys are playing. Still, go ahead.
Honestly speaking, I'm never.